appreciate the out-of-towners, but let's also remember there's a lot of people that weren't able to come because of all this craziness, as well as a lot of our loved ones who've passed on. Every one of them are here with us in spirit, all right? And as Wendy said, this was really difficult. I had a lot harder time doing this with my mom than I did with my dad. So just bear with me. I'm just going to put down my thoughts here. Mom, it's been almost a year since you left us, and it still feels like a dream. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, and the hardest thing with all of this is not having you to go to so I could talk about this because you're not here. I know this is a memorial, and it's supposed to be happy time, and it is. But I wanted to go back to April 11th and the last few hours of your life. So many thoughts were running through my head, and here's some of them. I'm sure many say their mom was the best mother ever. All I know is you were the best mom for me. I'm so grateful that the good Lord made you my mom. I was blessed to have 58 years with my mom. What hurts the most is we were never able to say goodbye to each other. So many things that you taught me and passed along to me that I will carry with me in my heart the rest of my journey. First and foremost, thank you so much for teaching me about Jesus. Your faith was extremely important to you. You didn't just talk about your faith. No, she walked it every single day. And I hope that I can do the same with my kids, Braden and Mia. Even at the end, those last 2 hours, when you struggled to take each breath, you said that you were ready to see Jesus. And as I sat there holding your hand, crying, I took strength watching you in your darkest hour, running your race all the way through to the end. I know when it's my time to go, I will take comfort knowing that not only will I see Jesus, but that you'll be waiting for me as well. And that makes me very, very happy. I thought about who she was. What was your God-given purpose? All I could think of is you were put on this earth to shower so many people with love. How many times over the years did I hear your friends say, Pat is my angel? As Bill said earlier, you had such a special way of making everyone feel unique and special. You always saw the good in people. All of us were blessed with an incredible woman who we could go to share things that were going on in our lives. When we were broken, or scared, or overwhelmed, or frustrated, or confused, or anxious, we all knew that we could go to you because you had a unique way of listening, truly listening. We also knew that we could trust you, that whatever was discussed would be kept in the strictest of confidence. You had such an incredible way of helping us sort through whatever we were going through, passing along wisdom that was God-based and always seemed to be exactly what we needed to hear. You would encourage us, and we just felt like everything was going to be okay. You would give us a hug and a kiss when we would leave, and you would say, be happy. As Melanie Joslin said to me after you passed away, your mom never knew an enemy. So true. Always thinking of others. John 15:13 says, there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. this is who she was with her family, her friends, and I witnessed her do this with people she did not even know. People that knew her could share countless examples of the loving things that she did for them over the years. All of us here could. For me, as Wendy said, I could go on, but here were a few that just kind of came to my mind. The numerous photo albums that she put together for me and many of you here over the years. These weren't just slapped together, all right? No. She took the time to sort through hundreds of pictures just to find the right ones. She went even further by taking the time to add graphics and comments. It was a labor of love. And how many mothers take the time to do this? Ours did. The countless, me and Wendy were talking about this the other day, the countless plays when we were kids that she took us to. A lot of people don't know she actually volunteered handing out programs at these plays so that we could get in for free. And not just that, we had great seats for these things. She did that with the sole purpose for her kids. The numerous Astro games that she took us to without Dad. I remember one time she took us and a bunch of other kids from Capstan to a doubleheader against the Padres. What was crazy is both games went into extra innings. Like, one of them was 16 innings and the other one was like 17 innings. And we stayed the whole time. And not one time was she like, let's get out of here. She let us stay the whole time. The countless times loading up the station wagon and taking us to Galveston for the day. The trips to the zoo. Another thing that she loved to do in some new restaurant had opened up. It didn't matter where in Houston, she would take us to a new restaurant that opened up across town. The countless shopping trips to Alameda Mall. And especially going to a place called Sage, where you'd walk in and you would just be hit by that smell of that popcorn, and she took us right up and would buy us popcorn. The numerous movies that she took us to. Oh, she loved her musicals. Just like Oliver, West Side Story, countless others. She took us to numerous ones. The childhood toys and keepsakes that she saved for all of us all those years. She just tucked them away. She just knew that one day we would appreciate it, and boy, did we ever. The countless cards that she sent me, and I'm sure numerous other people here, that would be filled with wisdom and that would just tell you, she would just tell you, I love you. I love you. Not only the cards, but also the countless letters, always encouraging you, letting you know that she's cheering you on, no matter what the distance was between us, and again, that she loved you. The numerous books that she sent you that had inscriptions in them that she would write, always ending with, "Love, Mom." When you were sick, she would call you every day, sometimes numerous times, to check on you, to see how you were doing. Numerous times, stopping by with her chicken soup. Each of us had that special meal that she would make for us. Mine was that chicken casserole with that white gravy that she made countless times over the years. Every birthday, she was the first person to call to wish you a happy birthday and to tell you how much she loved you and to be happy. The countless parties and holiday events that she planned and put together over the years. She was always willing to step up when people needed her at a critical time in their life. She cared for her father, her mother. For years, she cared for her mother, as well as Uncle Don. I thought of all the numerous conversations that we had at MD Anderson or in the emergency room or at doctor's appointments, and she would look at me and she'd say, I'm such a wimp. This could be further from the truth. She was the bravest person I've ever met. This woman had cancer 3 times. 3! And so many operations and procedures over the years, and never once did I or anybody in here, did you ever see her complain. And trust me, there were countless times that I saw her in pain, and she never complained. She never talked about quitting or giving up. You are my mom, but you are my best friend. She gave me the greatest gift a parent can give their child. She believed in me, especially when others didn't. Hers never wavered. Thank you, Mom, for never giving up on me. Thank you for never judging me. Thank you for taking the time to teach me so many things over the years. Thank you for showing me what grace and mercy is. But most importantly, thank you for showing me what unconditional love is. In your last photo album you made me, on the last page, you wrote a note to me that said, Dear Denny, I loved putting this photo album together for you. I loved looking at all the pictures and the memories that went with taking of them. I loved having you as my first boy and having you show me the world through your boy's eyes. I loved watching you grow up to be the man that you are today. And I go on loving you always and ever, Mom. P.S. Now go on and fill the rest of these pages with pictures of a continuation of a long and happy life. Love, Mom. I loved having her as my mom. I loved having her there to hold my hand every step I took. And even though there were times when I was older and distance was between us, she was with me. From a little boy till the day that she passed away. When I fell down, she was always there to catch me, to pick me up, to give me a hug and a kiss, and to encourage me to get back in the game. I wasn't just blessed, nor were any of us, to have her as our mom, but I was honored to have her as my mom. This incredible, loving woman was my mother. Not only was she my mother, but she was my hero. I don't know what I did, and I know I didn't do anything, but Jesus, just thank you. Thank you. I have so many things, Jesus, to be grateful for, but thank you for every single day that I had with her. The words thank you really don't show or could ever, tell you how grateful I am, Lord. I'd give everything to spend 5 more minutes with you, as I know everybody in here would. I miss our countless morning talks when I would stop by after my workouts, especially the ones on Saturday, where we would just talk for hours about any and everything. It still hurts, Mom, but I know you're with me every step and every breath I take. Even right now, I can feel you. Thank you for showing me what it means to run my race, as difficult as things might get at times, all the way through to the very end. I will take your advice, and I will fill those pages in the photo album up with memories. I will always remember to be happy as well. Love you, Mommy.